There we go. There we have Mike. We'll see if we can get the music on, actually. There we go. Let me know how music volumes are doing. Let me actually see the chat. I can't actually see the chat where I am. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome. Sorry, I'm little late-ish. I've got the timer on my computer is different to the actual time, so I'm 2 minutes late. So I apologize. Oh, I've got some kind of a nice medicine tea for myself. I've got a bit of a cold coming on. Lovely to see you all. Hello, everybody coming in. Let me say hello, some hellos. Hello, Rose, my wonderful partner, my fiance. Welcome. The architect, you made it on time. New world record. Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Joining all of us this evening. It was very, very exciting. Hell yeah. Thank you for coming. Bruno, hello, hi, how's it going, Bruno? Rose, yay! Ike the architect, hi, hello. Let me know as well as I'm doing my hellos. Just let me know if you can hear me okay, if the music's okay, all that kind of stuff. Hoo-hoo, that's such a good name, hoo-hoo. No sound, okay. Hopefully you can you hear me now? Have I got audio? Do you know? Hello? Yeah? Oh, you can hear me? Okay, cool. I've got my partner testing everything in the background just in case. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. Do say something if you can't. Fantastic. Let's go along here. We can hear you. Okay, cool. You did say that. Thank you. Bruno, I might have to be departing on the kid. No worries at all. Best of luck. Enjoy your time with your child. Hammock says, hello, friends. Hello, Hammock. How's it going? Nolan says, hello, glorious gobsters. Gobsters, that's a good name for the goblins. Gobsters, hell yeah. Hello, everyone. Hello, my gobsters. Welcome. Bruno, all good. Ike the architect, sounds good to me. Music is really quiet, but don't think that's a bad thing. I'll turn up just a smidge. Probably already ruined it just by doing that, but brilliant. Hello, everybody. Welcome aboard. Woohoo. The partner in the shadows, checking every stream issue and fixing them. Yeah, my fiance is a godsend. She's incredible.
I'm not doing it.
You're listening. You're here to maybe just for moral support. Kittery, Gobstoppers. That's a good name for the goblins. The Gobstoppers. I should have some bodyguards called Gobstoppers. It's a good name. Hello, welcome everybody. We'll wait for everyone to settle in. We'll wait to see who else shows up here. Because I have a few things for you all to decide in this in this stream. I'm doing some stuff over here. I'm basically trying to set up a poll for the very first time. So we're going to be doing some polls on this stream, and you are all going to decide what you want to have in this stream. Do you want to just hang out? Do you want to do Q&As, or do you guys want to play Baldur's Gate with a goblin playthrough? Up to you guys to decide. In this stream, I'll be doing a poll very shortly, and also we have a giveaway during this stream today, which will be given away to one of wonderful individuals over on the Discord who have designed some classless magical items. Absolutely incredible stuff. Really, really hard to decide. I've narrowed it down to a few people, and we're going to put up a poll as well during this stream, and you guys are going to decide on the final between like the final four people who are there. You're going to decide who has made the best, quote unquote, best magical item. But we will be picking a winner, and that winner will be getting a free commissioned art piece designed by yours truly. So that is if we can reach our goal for this evening. Otherwise, they will just be taking away the honorary title of world builder of home brewer of the week. That'll all depend, but more on that in a bit. I'll wait for a few more people to come in, see what we got. I'll answer a few more hellos and questions and everything in the meantime. But that's what we have to look forward to on the stream. Very, very excited for the stream. Okay, let's see. What have we got? Gobstoppers. Ike the Architect says, What's the stream snack of choice? Ah, good question. I have grapes. Grapes. I don't know if I want crisps. I'm okay for now, but maybe later I might have some crisps. Grapes for me. I've always brought grapes into exams and things like that because they got sugar, they got liquids, they got everything in a little fun bead. So I like grapes as a snack. I like lots of things, but I do like fruit. I like dried fruit as well. I'm one of those kind of hamster kids who likes eating, you know, seeds and dried fruit. Sorry for the flickering as well on my webcam. I don't know how to fix my webcam. I bought it brand new. It keeps flickering. I don't know what it is. If anyone knows, hit me up on Discord or something, and that'd be amazing because it is an issue with filming stuff. So I do apologize for my flickering webcam. But anyway, yeah, that is my snack of choice. That and basically like a lem sip. I don't know if any of you know lem sips, but basically an equivalent of lem sip over here in Finland. They don't have lem sip in Finland, but this is I've got the next best thing. Honey and lemon, essentially. Gobbies, another good name for the Goblin crew. Kitamori Kitari says, I was just thinking the candy. Ooh, yeah, I think you're like, yeah. I could do with some candy too. That could be nice, but maybe later. Maybe not when I'm sick though. I find like if I eat sweets when I'm sick, it makes my throat sore. But anyway. Bruno says, Rose is the shaman of the tribe. She oversees everything with the guidance of the spirits and the elements. I like that. What do you think of that? Thumbs up. Hell yeah. Thumbs up from the shadows. Vladimir says, nice comments working. Wait, nice comments working. What up? I don't know why I'm struggling to read that. Nice comments working. What up? What's up? What's up? What's up is I'm feeling a little under the weather. Burnt myself out a bit too much, but feeling pretty good, pretty excited for the stream. Can't complain really. I'm going way back to Ireland in about 2 weeks now, so I'm very excited. I'm going to see my family, which will be lovely. I'm going to see some of my friends. Really looking forward to that. So obviously be sad saying goodbye to Blue and to the fiance Goblin, but yeah, here we are. You can't get the best of everything, so what else have we got here? Gobbledygook. Vladimir says, I submit Tuggers for the fandom name Tuggers. Interesting. So I'd love you to explain Tuggers. So obviously there's like gobbers there, but Tuggers are like, is it like tigers? Tupperware? I use Tug so much for everything. All the documents I put down as Tug. I can't believe I didn't realize that. Tuggers is amazing. Tuggers is perfect. And it's also so unexpected. You're like, whoa, there's so many layers. Not even I can comprehend it. So, I love Tuggers. Tuggers is amazing. I have to write these down. I'll leave you guys decide. Maybe we should do a vote or something. You know what? We'll do a test vote right now. I'll delete this one. What should the name of all of you be? Should it be goblins? Should it be gobbos? Should it be tuggers? Or should it be, what else was putting gobbledygook? Maybe not. Gobbers, I guess. Gobbos, gobbers. All right, I'll start the poll. Who are you? Keeping the theme with maybe Baldur's Gate and stuff. Let's see if that even works. Gobsters? Oh, Gobsters already. Has that poll arrived to you? I think I'm in the wrong chat right now, so I don't think it probably has it. I'll give it a minute, but let me just double check. You gotta be Goblin Livestream. Bow, bow, bow. Let me just see here. I'll refresh it. Yeah, what's going on here? Let me just... Confusion. No, I don't think that's gone into the stream, has it? No. Okay. I thought this might... Okay, hold up. Let me I'm on a web browser. Okay. Here we go. Now I have the chat. Let's try that again. Yeah, this is very new to me, so let me just try this again. So I've got to make a new poll. I'm gonna make a poll, and we're gonna say, okay, who are you? Who are you? I can only have 4 options. That's the only disappointing thing with the actual YouTube one. But we'll go with it. Well, let's say goblins, gobbos, gobsters, and tuggers. All right, let's see. Let's start the poll and let's see what you all want to be called. I leave it to everyone in the stream to decide. What is your names, guys? What are you called? What do I refer to all as from now on? I should have done this ages ago. But for now, I'm just curious what I'll be calling you for this stream. Might not be permanent, but we'll see. We'll figure out something here. Now, let me go back because I'm missing a bunch of messages here. Let me just see if I can do a quick catch up. James Root, Butterscotch, Goblin Fellas. Oh, that's cute. Kiddery is munching on some carrots or spinach leaves. Oh, you like? Oh, very nice. They're nice choices. I like spinach for sure. I like spinach in a smoothie. And also just in cooking. I just love bunging a bunch of spinach in. Vladrin says, do you have a tentative date for the next skill tree? I mean about role-playing skill tree. Yeah. So I wanted to get the role-play skill tree out by the end of October. But because I'm going away, and because I've been quite sick and burning myself out quite a bit, I don't know if it'll be October, but it's 100% going to be November by the time I have the roleplay skill tree put together. I was hoping to get it done this week. I've just been doing too much, and a lot of people have been telling me to calm down. So I'm going to listen to them, and I'm going to just chill a bit with all the work that I've been doing. So yeah. Oh, we have a call. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. James Root Butterworth says, so you're not Australian? No, I'm not Australian at all. I am Irish. Yeah, I'm living in Finland. I'm an Irish man living in Finland. Who'd have thunk you'd find an Irish man here in Finland? Like, fucking hell. Jesus. That's me. Fancy goblin snacking on purplish squishy candy. It's just fruit. However, if you got grapes in Japan, it's a whole other story. I tried buying grapes in Japan, like $30, $40 for a thing of grapes. Crazy. They're really expensive, fancy fruits. Hammock says, sorry mate, what's McDonald's over there? Over there again. McDonald's is just, well, in Ireland we call McDonald's Mackie D's. There you go. Let's skip on down here. Blah 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 blah. Sounds like gangsters. We should approach it. Uggs. We should appropriate Uggs as our name. Uggs is a great one too. Though we all might be sued by Uggs. If we go with Uggs. Gobster sounds like Gostar. Wait. Yeah, Gobsters does sound like Gostar, which is my homebrew. Well, thank you very much for noticing, James Root Butterworth. Sorry. Yeah, which fits very well. Ooh, so many tough choices. Since Gostar is this homebrew, well, thank you very much for remembering. Baby Shark Bro, welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay, so now that we've settled down, I'm going to announce what we're going to be doing in this stream. Okay, so in a little moment, I'm going to put up a second poll. In this poll, you're going to decide if we're going to just hang out, if I'm going to answer some questions. I might be able to do Q&As and stuff anyway, regardless. But if you prefer just see what I'm working on, all that stuff, or if you prefer, we can do a bit of a Baldur's Gate playthrough today. A Goblin playthrough, obviously. Mods are super easy to add to Baldur's Gate. I'll be modding Baldur's Gate. And I've got it all set up. We can be a Goblin now in Baldur's Gate. And you'll decide all the choices, obviously, what we're going to choose, how we're going to look, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to put a poll about which you'd prefer to do. During that time, I'm going to be putting up my final poll, which is where you are all going to decide who the winner of the Homebrewer of the Week award will go to. And then at the very end of the stream, we're going to announce that winner, and that winner is going to either get just the honorary title of Homebrewer of the Week, or if during the stream we can reach $50, not only will they... Oh, sorry, I'm getting out of focus there. There we go. Not only would they be getting a custom homebrew commission, but there is a chance that one of you in the audience will also get a homebrew commission. I mean, like a commission. You're going to be able to get a commissioned art piece by yours truly, by me. I'm going to do a piece of one of your OCs, one of your NPCs or PCs from any tabletop game or whatever you like. So, but that will only be if we can reach $50. Okay, so that's the plan. We're gonna close this poll now for the gobbers. Let's see what we have decided on for this poll. Let's see if we can bring it to an end. We're gonna end the poll. Any last votes if they want to go in? Pop them in now. 3, 2, 1. Okay, the poll has ended. What are the results? We have 38 for gobsters, 38% for gobsters, 23% for goblins, 23% for gobbos, and tuggers is at 15. Sorry, tuggers, but I do like tuggers a lot. So for this stream, I'll be calling you all the gobsters. Congratulations, you have now been appointed the gobsters for this stream. Fantastic. So let us start our next poll for this evening to see what you all want to do this evening. So this is the poll. What do? First one is hang. Second one is Baldur's Gate 3. And we're going to start our poll. I'll do hang /Q and A. Okay, and we're going to start the poll now. Get your votes in, baby. Let's see what you all want to do this evening. And while you're all throwing in your answers for what we're going to do on the stream, I'm going to go through some of these questions and answers here. And I'm also going to introduce to you our 4 magical items of this evening, who our 4 contestants are, and who you will be voting on for the Homebrewer of the Week. So, very quickly though, I'm just going to look through some more messages, say hello to some of y'all, see what y'all are saying. Where was I? Swedes call McDonald's at Dunkin'. I love that, that's amazing. I don't know actually if they called McDonald's anything in Finland. I can't remember. I'll have to double check and get back to you on that. But in Ireland, we call it Mackie D's. Samurai Knight. Hello, Samurai Knight. Welcome. You have asked, curious, do you prefer more classic OSR type game, or do you like the new age games like Daggerheart? It's a very tough question, and I think they all have their place. Because I love both. I love telling a good story, and I like the ease of play. I think for me, if a game is more on the rules light side of things, I tend to get into them more nowadays. I find it quite tricky to get into very big, thick, heavy rule kind of style games nowadays, because I'm just so busy as well. And when I saw another promotion for Break, I just think it's a fantastic example of how to write a fantastic source book or material book or whatever, core rules. With this, it's rules light, but it's also just so digestible. The artwork is just incredible. Everything about the design of this book is just fantastic. So for me, I think, to answer your question maybe a little differently, I do like simpler, flexible, creative, and different systems right now. For me, I can do a lot of things with, because I've been playing D&D for so long. A great example I compare it to is something Brennan Lee Mulligan was using this quote about like a sword master. and a swordmaster, he's been using the sword all his life. He does everything with the sword. Opens doors, he, you know, hangs his clothes, all this kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden you try to introduce him to a can opener. And he's like, why would I use a can opener to open a can when I've got a sword? And it does a perfectly good job. I've been doing it for years. It's easier for me to use a sword than learn how to use a can opener. So for me, it's very much like that with D&D. I can kind of turn it into whatever I like. So if there's ever a new system there, because I do love 5e for that, because it is so broad and empty or whatever. You know, you can modify it so easily. That and it's what I'm just familiar with too. It's my comfort food. You know, I'd mod the hell out of Skyrim, and I keep going back to Skyrim even now, even though I've played it a gajillion times. There's so many other games out there, but I will always go back to Skyrim. It's because it's just easy. It's my bread and butter. So for me, when a new system comes out, if I want to get into a new system, typically I've played loads of systems as well. Honestly, I've tried loads of other TTRPGs, and for me, the ones that stick and the ones I keep with me are the ones that are more digestible and easier to get into faster. Otherwise, I kind of get put off. I'm like, oh, I don't want to, like, you know, dedicate a part of my brain to, like my hard drive, to remembering these very core nitty-gritty rules. I've got so much already dedicated to D&D. I don't need to double that workload. So for me, rules like intuitive stuff, I love it. That's my answer. I hope that answered your question. But yeah. Moving through the chat though, James Root Butterworth says, oh yeah, Macadese, you're from Sweden though. That's pretty cool. Hell yeah. Neighbor, next door neighbor, pretty much. Hoo says, I just realized we can have a bard NPC goblin named Mouth Smasher singing the famous goblin song oh my god, Gobstar from the Shrek movie. Oh, that needs to be a whole campaign, I think. Maybe Mouth Smasher is the name of the goblin if we do Baldur's Gate. We'll see what the poll's looking like, but if we do Baldur's Gate, maybe we need to make a bard goblin called Mouth Smasher. I love it. Hell yeah. Fantastic. Welcome that one. Hello. Tuggers have fallen. Truly, this is the darkest timeline. Yeah, in other timelines, this is like the classic scenario. If Tuggers prevail here, it's utopia afterwards. But the Gobsters will ruin and destroy everything. They'll you will all burn this place down. We'll find out, I suppose, what happens to the future of the Ugly Goblins and their Gobsters. Sorry for the focusing and non-focusing there. My camera's a bit all over the place today, but yeah. Hammock. I'm good with Gobsters. Oh, I'm glad. James Root says, we might not be Tuggers, but we can all still tug. I'm just imagining a massive tugger rope line with like hundreds and thousands of goblins just pulling either end. Get more kittery Gobsters. Is that a JoJo reference? Vladimir says, damn, it's like the real times strategy games. I looked away for a little bit and my team Luis. I'm sorry. But listen, nothing's permanent yet. But for now, for the stream, you will be Gobsters. But we'll have to do an actual big poll on YouTube and put that out there. But the names have been set. These are the choices. These are the options. It's up to all of you guys to decide. So start your wars, get your war colors on, and start voting for your team. I love this. We've got a whole bunch of different teams now, different factions within the Goblin community. Excellent lore building, excellent tension. We love it. We gotta have stakes. Bruno says, check Novius. It's a Skyrim mod giant pack. I'll write that down actually. I'm always looking for more ways to upgrade my Skyrim experience. Where is my pen? There it is. Well, that'll do. Right on a whiteboard. No pens, so whiteboard it is. Skyrim mod. Where's the name? Oh, Nolvus. Sorry, I thought it was an I there. Nolvus. I'll check it out. Thank you very much, Bruno. Patema says, Guggly Boblin. Oh, That's a good one. That's a good one. The old Gugglies. Gugglies is great. That's going to keep that one. I got a question relating to your skill tree content. I've been trying to write a character creation for my own system for a few months, but I can never seem to get it right. How do you land your format? It's a tricky one. It's like a whole can of worms. Really tough. I think when you know the system thoroughly, what you want to do with it, what kind of characters you want to make, what issues or problems you want to fix or tackle, you start there. I think for me, it just started developing quite naturally. Like I knew what I wanted characters to have, and I built it up from there. I would just say, damn. Yeah, just I guess. Yeah, ask yourself what kind of characters you want in this world. Do you want to be kind of like anime superpowered? Do you want to be like more gritty fantasy? All that kind of stuff, and that will start to lead to more questions like to ask yourself then. So say you go for a grittier thing, it's like, okay, so what's important for a grittier thing? Maybe magic is less important. Maybe we'll scrap magic altogether. How do they use their powers and abilities? What are the resources they use to do things? Or can they do things as many times as they want? Or when they get a power, is it like a daily power? Is it once per encounter power? Is it a free will? You do whatever you want? Or is there some sort of currency that you use to spend on different abilities? Luckily, I've built it into 5e, so that's been a really good base for me to build off of. I've been basically incubating this system within D&D, so a lot of the stuff, a lot of the structure is already there. It's very hard to build something completely from scratch, and so that's kind of why I'm still building in D&D, both because it's popular, but also because you know, it's so much of the work has already been done, so I just have to build off of what already exists. Much harder to build the skeleton and everything else alongside all of that. So that's kind of my advice. Oh, it's such a broad question, such a big question, but I hope that kind of helps. Hammock says, who wants to join the Gobbo Guild? It's already beginning. Bruno says, it does everything for you. All the installations. Ooh, I have to check that out big time. Swordplay and Sorcery, $10. My God, thank you so much. Swordplay and Sorcery, my goodness, that is incredibly generous. Everyone right now who's in the chat, please do go subscribe to Swordplay and Sorcery. They are making some amazing stuff. If you like DC 20, they cover some incredible DC 20 stuff. They've got a live play coming soon. So much to look forward to with that channel and to watch with that channel. So do check out Swordplays and Sorceries right now. Right now, do it. Give them a subscribe just to thank them for supporting this channel. They're incredible. So do check them out. If we do get to this $50 kind of thing going on right here, all you have a chance to win a commission, to get a commission piece by myself. I will draw you up something. So if we get there, you know, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be some sweet stuff. Also, in the meantime, that poll is still live. We'll give it a few more minutes, but then we'll close it off and we'll see what we're gonna do during the stream. If it's gonna be me playing Baldur's Gate, or if it's gonna be me asking some answers to some questions, or whatever you like. James says, ugly goblin eating dinner tonight. I'm gonna eat well tonight. No more rice and beans. We're gonna have some pizza or something. I've got grapes for now. Actually, I made some very nice sticky beef, kind of peppery beef on rice. Actually, we had that yesterday, and then we reheated the rice, the beef today. I did it with some cabbage and stuff, some fried eggs. We had them in some wraps. It was amazing. Banger. Really nice dinner, actually. I love cooking. I just want to be a chef. Hoo says, the tribute has been given to the Swordmaster and Swordman and the Sorcerer. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Anyone else, do go subscribe and hop back over here. Fantastic. All right. Let's, I guess we'll conclude the poll, unless anyone has anything else to say. Anyone put a last vote in? Going once, going twice, going 3 times. How do I announce that poll now? Here we go. Now I'm going to end the poll. Let's see what the results are. So The results are 33 for Baldur's Gate and 66 for Hangout and Q&A. So I suppose we're going to go with Hangout and Q&A. Fantastic. Alright. Perfect. So it's just us hanging out, having a good time. We might play Baldur's Gate next time. Anyone who did want to play Baldur's Gate, we might do it next time. Who knows? But for now, let me introduce you to some of the amazing magic items that have been developed by the community, by you individuals. It was really, really tough to decide which magic items to pick here to put into. I could only pick 4, so took a while, but we're gonna see. We're gonna go through it now. Potama says, we just love hanging out so much, and I appreciate it. I mean, I got my tea, I got you guys, I got my grapes. What else do you need? More than happy to hang out with you all. So, how's our music doing, by the way? Is it getting to that weird part of the song where it's getting that weird part of the song. I'll bring it back. Gets a bit like jarring, some of the music eventually, so I just bring it back to the start. Okay, so what am I doing? Oh yes, so magic items. In our last stream, I suggested you all to start making some magic items for the class's skill tree. And so you went off, you started making up a bunch of magic items. It like honestly blew my mind by how high the quality was of the magic items and the content you were creating. It blew me away. That can all be done over in Discord. You can check out all of the all of the submissions in our Discord. The link is in the description of this video. And I went through them and I picked 4. I could not narrow it down to 1. This will be up to all of you here to decide which is the number 1 pick. But I'm going to go through them now, the top 4. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start again. I'm going to start another poll right now. So as we go through each of these. So who is the homebrewer brewer of the week? Actually, what is the magic item? Okay, I'll change that. What is the classless magic item of the week? And the descriptions are here. And I'm gonna just link I'm just going to put a link to the actual page itself. Generating copy. I'm going to put it in the poll as well, so you can copy this link, hop over to the Discord. Anyone who's already in the Discord, it's just in the Hall of Fame. You can see all of the nominees over there, and they're the more in-depth description of the magic item themselves. I'm obviously going to explain them here, but if anyone's missed it, any of the descriptions, you can go back over and read them yourself. So I'm going to start with Kitteri's Regen Overdriver. This is a really, really cool magic item. It's basically, they say typically it is a stake of some kind. You stab it into your chest, so you take a bunch of damage when you stab it into your chest, and what it does is it kickstarts your regen ability. If you have the regen ability, it sends it into overdrive. You start healing way more and can start regenerating missing limbs as well. But there's also a chance that while you're regenerating limbs, that you can start gaining mutations, maybe gaining additional limbs, maybe start changing or warping, becoming like an Akira or something like that. So really, really cool. Love the kind of like dangerous side of it, the risky side of it as well, but the really powerful benefits you can get. But also it has a dual function, whereas if you stab this stake into a vampire, it has a reverse effect of their regeneration abilities. It actually starts harming them anytime they try to regenerate. So super, super cool, multifunctional magic item. That is the Regen Overdriver. So I'm gonna write that down here, Regen Overdriver. and we're going to keep adding. I'm going to add them all to the poll, and you can choose which your favorite as the stream goes on. At the end of the stream, we'll announce the world builder of the week, or the homebrewer of the week. There we go. So that is Kitami Kitori's Regen Overdriver. So the next one we have is by Dark Lord Fluffy, and it is the Glyph of True Physique. Now, there are all of you came up with so many incredible options here. I'm also going to just do a bit of a honorable mentions after all this, because it was so hard to choose, and I was really tight. Even when I broke it down to like the bare minimum I could break it down to, there was still like ties between things. It was so hard to choose, and so I'm going to do a few honorable mentions as well of other things that you should just check out, because they're just such cool magical items. But the Glyph of True Physique I thought was really interesting. I love the flavoring of it. I love the requirements. I love that it was kind of like a really powerful magical item, like a late game magical item that you could get. So the way this works is when you place this glyph on a creature with over 150 HP and at least 30 stamina, it gives them the following benefits. So first benefit, you age at half the normal rate and can't be magically aged. So cool. I love every one of these abilities. Are all about, just being super healthy and physically capable. Really, really cool. So second one, you cannot be magically put to sleep. Super cool. You gain the benefits of the natural defense node, and you gain the constitution part of that. So really nice flavoring there. That is specifically the constitution part, which makes sense for the whole bodily health thing. Your movement speed increases by 10 feet. Amazing. And whenever you spend stamina, roll a d4, and on a 4, you regain the spent stamina immediately, which is a really cool feature because there's no other way to get back stamina in the game. So there's a chance that you just don't spend stamina when you use an ability. So that is really, really neat. So that is the Glyph of True Physique by Dark Lord Fluffy. So Glyph of True Physique. Physique. Cool. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And now our next one coming up here. My cup there. Is by Bad Idea Generator. So Bad Idea Generator. I've just been calling you Big in my notes. I didn't realize that until now, but when you break down Bad Idea Generator, they're called Big. So I'm calling you Big now, just for short. But you've made the Paradox Blade. Again, so many great ideas in here, but Paradox Blade was just really interesting and a little more powerful, I guess, because I went, in the end, instead of going with the simpler things, I went with the kind of more powerful items so that they're all kind of like on an even playing field here. So I went with the Paradox Blade. And so it's usually it's an unusual dagger or a sickle imbued with void magic. So all about like anti-magic stuff. Really, really cool. So creatures struck with this blade expend an additional point of mana when casting spells for 10 minutes. So all their spells cost 1 mana extra to cast, but this doesn't like allow them to like cast their spells at a higher level or anything like that. When they spend that additional mana, that's just gone. And this weapon also deals additional damage equal to the creature's maximum mana minus their current amount of mana. So it forces them to use more and more mana, and then that difference between their max and what's left, that's how much extra damage they take with this Void Blade, which can get probably pretty crazy. The more they're spending spells at a costly rate, that's bringing down their mana more and more. So every time this starts slashing at them, it's just consuming them, both body and, I was going to say soul, but like their mana side of things, and damaging them for it's like, the less mana they have, the more they have to start paying with their actual life force, which is really, really cool. Amazing magic item. So that is the Paradox Blade. My mic is in the way of my keyboard, so it's really hard to type. Paradox Blade. And then our final magical item is by H. ... So this is, again, so many amazing items by H, but I went with the one that just fits so perfectly into the classes skill tree and just feels like it needs to be an item, just full stop. It just needs to be a magical item in this world. Such a good design, and it's called the Brand New Me Potion. Super clean design. Basically, when you drink this potion, a random stat change of 25 or all of your LP, all of your level points are removed and replaced anywhere. So you can do a few things. Obviously, the random side of it is more for if you're doing like a and you've said this as well in the description, if you're doing like a roguelike game, it will just randomly jumble them up, but probably in an actual playthrough, it probably removes all of your level points and you get to respec everything. So just rebuild your character, which is just a classic thing in video games and stuff when you can reset your skill trees and everything. Typically, you often pay a high price to like be able to change them, but that's so often the case in so many games where you just want to try out new builds and stuff halfway through a campaign. And I love this. It has so much flavor. It's also simple. It's very familiar and clean. Really, really cool. It just feels like it just needs to be in the class's skill tree. So that is H's Brand New Me Potion. So write that down here. Brand New Me Potion. So I'm going to put that vote in here. Obviously, you can check out the descriptions yourself in the Discord itself. The link will be in this poll. But yeah, pop down your answers now. I'm going to send that into the chat. Hopefully that has released you all. Yes, there we go. So that is the poll. We're going to close the poll at the end of the stream. So obviously stick with it through the whole stream. And winners will also be announced over on Discord too at the end of the stream. So if we can also get to our stream goal, there'll be a double giveaway. You know, there'll be a giveaway both for reaching the goal. So there'll be a random giveaway for anyone in the audience here, and will also be given to our winner. So let me see, what questions and stuff have I been missing in the meantime? Patema says, we just love hanging out. Yes, I've said that one already. Kitami Kitari says, my favorites are the ones with a simple effect. While many effects ones are strong, simple and clean is just cooler. I totally agree. And I'm going to go through, actually very quickly, I'm going to go through some of the honorable mentions because there were so many clean, simple ideas here that were honestly my favorite, but I had picked a few of the strong ones already. So I wanted to like, you know, I figured, you know, if it was actually mentioned by my partner, she was like, you know, if you pick some of the weaker ones and match them up with the stronger ones, people are probably going to choose the stronger ones because, you know, mentally people are probably thinking like, ooh, I want this item in my game, you know, I want this for my character. So I didn't go with the simpler ones for that reason. But honestly, some of the simpler ones here, so good. For example, Dark Lord Fluffy, you came up with the Espresso Arcana, and God, I think this is, it's definitely one of my favorites for sure. The Espresso Arcana is basically, the idea is you drink it and you regain a certain amount of like a D4 plus something stamina, and if that amount brings you like over your maximum amount of stamina, so you have excess, it gives you the effects of the haste buff spell, which is so cool. And then afterwards, once the buff disappears, you get a level of exhaustion. I love it so much. So good. And I don't know if anyone's been watching or listening to, I should say, The Wizard, the Witch, and the Wild One. Amazing podcast over on Spotify and things like that. It's all over the place. If you haven't been, coffee is such a big thing in that, and like drinking coffee and tea and all that stuff. So I totally see that with wizards, that they're these coffee drinkers, but also this is stamina. So it could also be, it could be used for mana too, which could be interesting. Like you could use that in so many ways, and I just think it's really, really cool. But there's something about that, like coffee and fantasy just is a cool vibe. Really, really nice. Another simple one that I really liked, and I believe this one was by Bad Idea Generator, which is the Ring of Muscle Memory. Again, such a simple, clean idea. Basically, you put the ring on, and you gain, you gain like a trick or a flourish or something. So it's like got the memory of one of these abilities in it, and you put it on, and your body memorizes and remembers how to do those things. I love the idea that maybe it was just a ring that was wielded or like worn by some really powerful warrior or something, and because they wore it so much, just a little bit of that muscle memory got infused into the ring, and now if you wear it, you can just know one of the moves of these great fighters or warriors or something. Such a cool idea. Honestly, so good. Another one that I love as well is it's by you again, H. The Encyclopedia of Many Things. Such an essential thing. Very Fallout vibes. Basically, you pick one of these books up. Depending on the rarity of the book, you'll just gain a certain amount of level points. So cool. Guys, the Magic Spork. Okay, again, another one by Bad Idea Generator, and the coolest freaking thing. Okay, it's so simple, and it was kind of like a throwaway joke thing. So I didn't even know if I could put it in here on the list, or if I'd insult Bad Idea Generator by putting in here. But the Magic Spork, if anyone's familiar with the Spell Broken, their whole thing is eating spells and countering spells. When they do counter a spell or eat a spell, they've got to make a concentration check, kind of similar to counter spell. And so this Spork gives them advantage on concentration checks or Constitution saving throws to eat spells, and I just love that so much. And because this is like one of my own it's based off of one of my own homebrew classes, this whole node branch. It just makes me so happy that is a magical item, this legendary Spork that all Spellbro can look for to help them with eating spells. Just so good, my god. Going through some more as well. What's another one? I love this. The only reason I didn't really pick it, and it would totally be on here, is that I just felt like it could be for any game, and it wasn't like specifically for the classes skill tree. But again, such a good idea. And this was by Bad Idea Generator again. The Heavy Boots of Stomping. So the Heavy Boots of Stomping do a whole bunch of different things. So one of the things it does, I can't remember them all off the top of my head, so I'm just gonna search Heavy Boots of Stomping here. Boots of just in the thing, so I can find the actual description. So yeah, so you're number one, you can walk over ball bearings, difficult terrain, and caltrops unimpeded, unharmed. Super clean. Even that alone is super nice. But there's more. So unarmed attacks deal double damage against prone targets. So you literally just kick their head in, Mario style, just jump on their head, stomp them down. Amazing. And then if you fall on another creature from a height, this is the Mario part. If you fall on a creature from another height, enough to take fall damage, all the fall damage you would take is transferred to that person. Incredible. Honestly, you should join the Discord and just check out all these magical items, just because there's so many brilliant ideas here that you should be adding to your games. Honestly, you're all amazing, and thank you so much for submitting. Just so much good stuff. As well, another one by Bad Idea Generator was the Quiver of Live Ammunition. Phenomenal. I want you guys to go find the Quiver of Live Ammunition. Again, not quite a classes skill tree thing. I felt like it could go in any game. That's why I didn't put it in here. But again, so good. So bloody good. And as well, while you're there, check out H's kind of first submissions there. They were a little more on the complex side. So I didn't actually put them down here because I thought it would just be a little trickier. But they've released a bunch of different kind of like things for the Weapon Master node. So just go check out all their Weapon Master abilities. One's like a hilt, which is super cool, just a hilt that you add to your weapon. The other one's a bracelet. There's a talisman, and they're all basically, and there's a crown as well. And they're all basically there for weapon master things based on what branches of the skill tree you went for. If you went for the mystical branch, you went for the physical, if you went for the technical, or if you went for the colorless branch. And they're all there to support that, whichever way you want to go with it. And just honestly, so cool. I could go on. There's so many magic robes as well by Dark Lord Fluffy. Different robes that give you different benefits depending on what magical bond you made. I was just blown away. I was so impressed by all this incredible content you're making. Fantastic. Just pat yourselves on the back for the incredible stuff you've been making. We got to do another one of these. I don't know when we'll do the next one by, but I think I'm definitely gonna have to put a limit on like submissions, like maybe one per submission. The first one you submit will be the one that is picked for you. So if you put any others, you can absolutely put more in, but it's just the first one that you put in, the first submission, that will be the one that will be added to the collection of things and be added to the list, added to the competition. Okay. Moving on though, I was going back to the chat. What have I been missing out here? Baby Shark says, sorry if I'm not chatting too much, playing Uber Cat Overtime. What is Uber Cat Overtime? That sounds like a dope game. Uber Cat Overdrive? Maybe it's Overdrive. I don't know why I said overtime. What is this? This looks incredible. Amazing. I mean, fair enough. I can't argue with that. That sounds like an amazing choice. Amazing life decision. No worries about not chatting too much, but I hope I'm able to keep you company. Vladimir says, is there anything more intimidating than magic items that have just one word in their name? Ooh, that's great. Yeah, that's a cool one. I'm trying to think of an example off the top of my head, but 100%. Like, I mean, just the ring, the one ring. I know it's more than one word in the name, but you know, just that alone, just it's like it adds so much intrigue and mystery and stuff like that as well. I totally agree. And that one, there we go. Speaking of another name, in my own opinion, the best content is always gives and take in one way or another. I love designing items. Often, if I'm doing a one shot, I will ask my players to design an item of their choice. They can build whatever item they want. They can make it as strong and as powerful as they want. But the more powerful it is, the bigger the drawback is, the more the negative effects that will come with it. So the example I always give is one of my friends once wanted a quiver of lightning bolts that would just do a bunch of damage that they could chuck around. They would do a ton of damage, but whenever they exploded, but it was like carrying around like super volatile dynamite. So if they made any bad mistakes, if they got shaken up too much, there'd be a roll for the quiver of lightning bolts, and it might explode, and they'd take all the damage of the lightning bolts inside. So I love that. I love that for magical items. Kitamoy Kittery says, I'm obviously not going to vote for my own. Oh, well, you can vote for your own if you want to. It's perfectly fine. But very, very noble of you not to if you don't want to. Patema says, I got some healer incense in my game once, and that was a really useful magic item. So Patema is one of my players, and they got a bunch of junk magic items at one stage, and one of the things they found was some healer's incense, which basically during a short rest, I think it heals everyone by like a D4 extra healing. Maybe it's even like temporary hit points. I think it's like maybe even something similar like that. But they got this when they're all like around level 20, and so anytime people are like low health or whatever, Patema's character is always like, don't worry guys, I'm a healer. I got some healing incense. You can't even use that in battle. You've got to wait till after the battle to light the incense to be able to relax to it. Still, I don't think it still is being used yet, but there will be a moment. Very similar to your, you got like a Dora the Explorer digital watch as well, and also a bomb disarming kit. Still hasn't been used yet, or bomb building kit as well, but that will all be used eventually, I'm sure. That'll be how you take out the BBEG. So we're playing Sorcery. Says, I have to bounce, but excited to watch the VOD and really love these streams. Best of luck. Oh, thank you so much. And thank you so much again for the super shout or the whatever they're called, the amazing. Thank you for the donation to the stream. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. If you haven't already, do check out Swordplay and Sorcery. Give them a subscribe. It takes nothing to subscribe to someone and give them a like, and it means the world to us. So do go ahead if you can do that. If you can, move this down a bit. There we go. Okay. We have Den Drummer. Greetings. Pretty sure this is the first time I caught a stream live of Mr. Boslin. Oh, well, I'm so glad you could join us, Den. Thank you so much. Yeah, brilliant to have you here, and glad you could make it. Then Ozza says, you crawl? I'm not sure what that means. It was that fall damage that gets divided between you and the creature on your fall. At least that's how James ruled it. Oh, right, yeah. It was the fall damage, yeah. So at least that's how my GMs ruled it. Instances. Oh, sorry. So for the boots of stomping, was it the one boots of stomping? Or yeah, I do the same with fall damage. If you jump on someone, this has happened again with Patema. Funny enough, they jumped out of a portal down on top of someone. I think someone cast Dimension Door to like have them jump down onto this demon's head, and they made some sort of dexterity check. If they failed the dexterity check, they would take all the fall damage. But on a success, they would transfer half of that or something to their attack. When they hit this guy, and it was amazing. It was such a cool moment. I love that rule for falling damage. Patema says, how about magical chicken? Duplicates every time it box. If anyone doesn't know, Patema loves chickens. They've got a whole thing of chickens in the game. When Patema used to play, was it AL, Adventures League and stuff, you love the idea that you can basically sell all your starting gear, and Patema will then calculate how many chickens, because I think a chicken costs like a copper piece, how many chickens you could buy by selling all your gear at the start of Adventures League. And they went around with a bazillion chickens because them's the rules. You can totally do that. And then in another one of my games, they broke the economy, or like fixed the economy through chickens, like buying up all the chickens and giving them to the poor people to sell back to the kind of richer folk. So they basically took all the chicken economy, gave it to the poor people to just like completely turn the tables. What else have we got here? Den Drummer, Classic Kitamori Kitari says, well, any amount of hit points can help. That's very true. D4 of hit points with the incense, always a good time. I mean, 100%. But it still hasn't been used yet. Yeah, the Dimension Door attack was so cool. Duplichick, that's a cool name for the chicken. Nice one, Kitami Kittery. So, how are we doing on the old poll? I don't know if I can actually look at the poll once it's put up. So it's all a bit of a. Oh, I can just click it. There we go. Okay, I can just see what the percentages are. I don't know if anyone else can see the percentage are. But all going good. Okay. So, I suppose now, since we're all here to hang out, since I'm here to answer some questions, has anyone got any questions for me for the stream? Hang out for another little while, hang out for like half an hour more or something like that. We'll see how we go. I'm a bit sick, so I won't be able to do a super long stream. But if anyone's got any questions, if anyone wants to hang out, just ask me anything. Go for it. I'm here to just hang and chat. Whatever you want to know. What's going on in the background, I'll just keep stalling here until I get a question. Oh, sorry. Hydrating. Den says, the chicken economy story reminds me of my first proper campaign. My party had something with introducing fried rat to everyone's menu. I love those. Those are the little things that really make a campaign, I think. It's the small things that you remember and that you always laugh at, those kind of like things that become a reoccurring joke or like a personal joke for that campaign. The things that just make you smile when you're not playing, when you just think about them, when you think back on the campaign, the little things that you do. I'm trying to think, immediately can't think of an example. Obviously, my campaigns have not been going well. There's another fun one with one of my parties that I'm running games for at the moment. They convinced people that these other kind of like thieves or something like that their kind of party group was called the Weasel Watchers, and they wanted to come across like they're a really impressive group, like of thieves as well, and they rolled in that 20 on the thing, and so this whole other group was like, oh my god, you're the Weasel Watchers, or the Weasel Walkers, yeah, Weasel Walkers, I think they're called. And it turns out they're kind of like the Zorro of this world, or like the Robin Hood of this world, who steal from like really rich people. They do these massive heists to like balance the economy, and so they found out there was this whole plague going on, destroying a whole city. And there's a group, there's like an organization called White Cross, who are all about non-magical healing. They're basically the what is it, the world medicine something, is it WOW, what are they called, World Health Organization, WHO, there we go, the World Health Organization of Gostar. They create new things. There's a whole ranking system in it as well, where you get white crosses and you move up different ranks. Like every 100 lives you save, you gain a white cross. Loads of stuff like that. One of my players is playing a non-magical healer, so they're from that. They kind of are part of that group. And so while this plague was going on, and like a black plague basically, the Weasel Walkers broke into this esteemed establishment of White Cross and stole the antidote from them, replicated it, and like mass produced it, and then like healed the entire city that was being plagued in a single night or something like that. Some crazy thing. And that was interesting for one of my players who was a healer and was working for the White Cross, and was like, oh, they had the antidote for this and they didn't heal all these people, like why is that? So that was super fun. But yeah, that was a fun little one. Another, they keep going by the Weasel Walkers, though they are starting to maybe change, because it was meant to be like a joke name, so they're trying to get like an actual party name now, but that one keeps sticking. Love all those little things. Anyway, what else have we got? Yeah, the Red Cross of the world. Essentially, they're the Red Cross of that world. They're the White Cross. Yeah, they wear all kind of white robe. That's kind of why they call the White Cross as well. You know, the classic old healers and doctors had all those white clothes, and they're like, you know, the kind of tight neck thing and the headpiece and everything. They're all wrapped up in white, and they collect these little crosses, these little pluses, and they've got these wristbands that they collect all the crosses on. But the thing with the White Cross, which is super cool, if you take a life, your wristband that makes you a White Cross member shatters, and you're no longer a member. So that is a big thing. Like, doctors can't take lives, and the thing knows, and it's based on your own kind of beliefs and what you feel like you've done. So if you think you have taken a life, deep down the thing knows. So it's not like you're being watched or observed. It's like, if you've taken a life, you believe you have taken life, you give up being a doctor. Even if you start considering it, your wristband starts to crack. So you know if you're going to a good doctor or not, based on the pristineness of their band. If you find a doctor with a few cracks on their wristband, they've considered killing people before. So that's really interesting. Really, really fun to play with. I love that system. I can't wait to dive into it a bit more. Ten Drummer, have you tried fried rat? Want some fried rat, etc., etc. Amazing. Hammock says, not to be all too self-centered, but how goes editing our pirate versus dinosaur one-shot? Don't let me stress you out. I'm just curious, Gobble. Yeah, so big undertaking. So we did a one-shot. I did one-shot with my patrons, playtesting the class's skill tree, and I've gone around it, I've kind of looked through it, I've gone through it, and I've got to break it all down. At the moment, unfortunately, because I'm going away in less than 2 weeks, I just haven't had the time. The last video I made, the traveling one, ended up being way longer than I thought. I wanted to be a shorter video. Hasn't ended up that way. So I've been really overworking myself, so I'm going to actually have to put that off to till when I get back to Finland at the start of November. Also, speaking of the start of November, I'm going to be on a live stream coming up soon. I'll let you know more about that in the future. I'm going to be doing a live stream for a charity event at the start of November, which is also very fun. So many things happening, but I haven't forgotten. I've literally been thinking about it all week, but I just haven't found the time to like get around to editing it yet. But I will get it done. It'll maybe be, I'm hoping it'd be lovely if I can get it done and released for November. That'd be wonderful. That'd be ideal. But we'll see how we go. If I can get that and the role-playing classes skill tree out, I'd be delighted if those are the 2 videos I get out. So yeah, I'm so sorry it's taken so long as well. It's been mad busy. Den Drummer says, so TLD or guilt-based? Wait. Hey, what does TLD or mean? Guilt-based? I don't know if I understand. Sorry. No. I've been doing alright. I've been doing fine. Perfectly fine. What I might do, very quickly, I'll bring this music back and pop in any other questions you have right now for the stream. I'm actually going to go pee. I've been, dual fisting two drinks at the moment, and they're both running out, and I really need to pee. So throw in whatever questions you have, and I'll get back to them. I'm just going to put on a little ad about Ghostar, a little video piece about Ghostar, and it'll probably play on loop or something. And I'll be back in just a moment. Or actually, even better, I'll put on just some dancing goblins. Okay, I'll be back. mic. There we go. We got sound. We got music. We're back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Sorry, I just had to relieve my bowels just for a moment. Apologize for too long. Didn't read. I didn't understand. I'm not great with texty stuff. I'm not good with memes or anything like that. There was jokes about me when I used to live in the back end of Kerry. Sorry. I used to live in the southwest of Ireland, far away from all the cool stuff. I didn't know what memes were, and we had a meme man who would come around every now and then and bring us fresh memes, and so they were always a little delayed. And so I don't know the cool stuff that you kids use, like the TLD or... but I didn't realize as well what was connected to, which was the White Cross. Yeah, the White Cross bangles, they work on kind of like a guilt system as well. Yeah, for sure. For sure. The more guilty you feel, the more it starts cracking stuff. So you could use a mind over matter thing. If you're a psychopath, then maybe it doesn't even work for you, which is also a fun little thing to explore in that game. Hammock says, no problem, I've included Lingbacher into my new campaign as an NPC. Of course he wanted to fight the party. Oh my god, amazing. Lingbacher was such a great character by Hammock. Basically, Fishman, based off of I forget the type of fish name now, but you know, the really ancient kind of dinosaur times prehistoric fish with the stone faces. There's a Pokemon based off it. You'll help me out here, Hammock. I'm sure it'll come in the chat. But really cool character, barbarian, kind of barbarian-esque classic skill tree. So they had rages and things like that. Really cool character. Did tons of damage. Would love to see more from that character. Obviously, we wanted to do another little like play test, like of just a battle or something. Again, I don't know when that will be. It all depends on how much I can get done this week as well. But we'll see when we can actually do like a bit of a battle royale with the game. But yes, very cool character. P sounds. POV, ugly goblin grabs you. Oh my god. White Cross wristbands, yes. Hammock says, oh, that's the fish you had. Dunkleosteus. Oh god. Dunkleosteus or something like that. Yeah, a very cool fish. Not the Megalodon. Oh, that one. Yeah, I don't know that. Remember it. Yeah, there's a Pokemon. If you played Sapphire or Ruby, you need this specific fish Pokemon to get the Reggies. That much I know, and I didn't believe my cousins when they said it originally, but that is the thing. You need this really ancient fish to get the Reggies. It's like, who would know this? But yeah, there you go. And I think you can only get it when you dive as well. So I love that whole system. I was kind of old enough when playing Pokemon to like understand more stuff about the game. I was about 10 or 11, something like that. Maybe I was a bit older, but I remember playing that generation and be like, oh, I understand the things in Pokemon now. I feel old enough to understand all these cool, interesting things. And the Reggies were so cool and mysterious for me. I just loved them. Couldn't look up stuff back then either, so it was all word on the street. Relicanth, thank you. Yeah, I think it was Relicanth. And Wailord. Yeah, you need Wailord as well. I forgot about that. Yeah, wild. Relicanth. Yeah, thank you very much. Bad idea generating. Kitamori Kittery. Yeah, you need Relicanth and Wailord. I forgot you need Wailord. So you need to have like a bunch of these random Pokemon in your party too. So you're only fighting with essentially 4 Pokemon. Anyway, I loved all that stuff. It was great. I love those games. I've been actually playing a Nuzlocke with a friend, Scorpio Tech. If you don't know him, go subscribe. They do a bunch of tech reviews on YouTube. Lovely friend of mine. We've been doing a Nuzlocke, but on Pokemon Infinite Fusions. It's like a ROM or kind of like a fan-made game based on, Pokemon Fusion, where you mix Pokemon. This basically has almost all the Pokemon in the game, but also you can fuse them to make new Pokemon. And there's custom sprites for like almost every single type of Pokemon. Like when you start the game, like Professor Oak is often like, and there's over 150 Pokemon that you can catch. In this one, the professor's like, and there's over 200,000 Pokemon that you can catch. Just it's absurd, the amount of Pokemon you can get in this game. And absurd as well, like how many fan-made sprites there are. Sometimes if they don't have a fan-made sprite, they'll put in like a stand-in from the fusion thing with like an AI will piece something together. But most of the time, there's always a sprite for it, and it's crazy. But we've been playing that, and it's been lovely. And Scorpio Tech put it down perfectly, where he said like it's recreating that feeling of unknown and like mystery that the original games had for us as kids, where you didn't really know what was going on. So that's been really, really fun. I really love that with a game. You can capture that in a game. Another one that I loved for it as well was Outer Wilds. Beautiful game, fantastic game, and you never want to look up anything or whatever, because it will totally ruin the game. There's no point in playing the game if you can just look stuff up. So I loved figuring all that stuff out. I love puzzle games. I grew up with Professor Layton and stuff. I love all that stuff. But yeah. Kitame Kuturi says, you also needed to have them in specific party slots, I think. And you need a dig. Yeah, you need a dig. I remember you needed a dig. Yeah, I remember something about the party slots, like one in the top and one in the bottom, something like that. It was so specific. Really specific, but yeah, loved it. Fantastic time. Okay, I think probably coming to the end of the stream. If anyone hasn't gotten their votes in for their favorite magical items, get them in now. And let's see what we get. Let me know as well in the chat if you're happy to continue for another while. If you want to keep doing just chatting and hanging out, or if you want me to throw on Baldur's Gate and we put together a goblin, let me know. But whatever people want, I'm here to facilitate. Then Drummer says, I literally went to the one of the Murgilgrotten last weekend. What's a Murgilgrotten? You've explained. Okay. They're like old mines for chalk bricks for building and the like, and have a complete baby Mosasaurus skeleton on display there. Ooh, wait, what is a Mosasaurus? Let me look up a Mosasaurus. Holy shoot, they're like the giant. Oh my god, I actually kind of.
You know Mosasaurus?
I don't know the name of Mosasaurus. I do know the I was gonna say Pokemon. I do know the dinosaur. I just didn't know what they were called. I actually have to turn that image off because it terrifies me so much. That like instills so much fear. Seeing sea monsters. Nuh-uh. Although I'm saying that makes me want to play whatchamacallit? What's the game? Subnautica again. Yeah. Because Subnautica was great for me in a way because it like helped me get over that a little bit. I am absolutely terrified of the deep ocean and sea monsters and mermaids and all that kind of stuff. The idea of it terrifies me. Just no bad time. So looking at that image, oof, god, that would be so scary to seeing that on display. My god, that must have been a sight. Damn, that's so cool. The baby is like 4 meters long. Oh my god, that's so scary. What the hell? Ooh. Yeah, even just seeing the skeleton would freak me the hell out. That's crazy. Oh, it's so cool. That looks, yeah, got a little bit of that. When I was, I didn't put this in my Leviathan skill tree video, but when I was about 9, I went a snorkeling trip in Fiji. We went out, middle of nowhere, jumped out. Coral reef was only like a meter from your stomach. It was crazy, amazing, full of life, but randomly, occasionally, the reef would just disappear and it would just be endless blue. And that has stuck with me through all of my life. And I was just like, it was the first time I felt like true dread as a child or as just a human being. And it's just, yeah, it was crazy. So when I see stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, that can totally exist. And it has existed. And maybe there's more of them still. I don't know. Yeah, Ooh, so spooky. And it was a genuine dinosaur. Wow, one of the strongest dinosaurs ever. That's amazing. That's so cool and terrifying. Worse than a T-Rex. Except T-Rex was on land and Monosaurus was in the ocean. Sucks to be in the ocean, I guess. Damn, that is so cool. Oh man, I don't know. I mean, I probably wouldn't have passed out or anything like that, but it would have been quite a sight. So that is super cool. Fantastic. Right, let's have a look at the votes. You have 10 seconds to put in your votes if you haven't put a vote in for the magical item, and we're going to find out who our homebrewer of the week is. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see what the results are. The results are 40% for the Paradox Blade, 26% for the Regen Overdriver, 26% for the brand new Me Potion, and the Glyph of True Physique is 6%. Amazing. So, I believe, I'll just double check. I'm just going to double check. This is kind of ironic. Yeah. Bad Idea Generator. You are our first official, which is so funny with the name that you have. You are our first official homebrew of the week. Congratulations to Bad Idea Generator. Absolutely incredible. You will be put in the Hall of Fame on our Discord, and you will be given the honorary title, the role of homebrewer of the week. Absolutely fantastic. Congratulations. I'll announce it as well on Discord if you missed it here. But amazing. Honestly, do guys go through the magical items out of there. There's been so much good stuff there. Honestly, it was so hard to pick just these four and limit them down to these four, and I'm biased as well. There's some amazing stuff there too. If I'd put a different list down there, be a whole different story again. But fantastic, well done. That was so cool. And if you enjoyed this and doing the kind of like a bit of a build of the week thing, let me know what the next thing should be. Let me know over in Discord what the next magical thing, maybe magical item, maybe it should be build, maybe it should be something else, a monster or something. We could do magical items again if there's no other changes made there. But what we'll do is whatever it will be, we'll have it be that there's one submission per person, and next giveaway, there will be 100% a prize for it. It'll probably be a commissioned art piece by myself. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. We'll do another one, 100%. I'll announce on the Discord what the next competition will be. So if you're not in the Discord, do hop over there if you want to take part in the competition. And yeah, thank you all so much for voting as well during this live stream. It's been great, fantastic. What's everyone saying? It's interesting that I tied second place. Yeah, congratulations. Honestly, there were so many incredible ideas there. Absolutely fantastic. Argonaut says, no, I wanted regen. I mean, it's there. The item's there if you want to use it in your games. If, you know, obviously that's fine. Whenever, I assume it's okay whenever we're sharing here that people can use them in their games. Make sure to credit people who have designed them. But yes, Bad Idea Generator. Yippee! Hammock says he proves it yet again. He's not a bad idea generator. No, it's very true. But their name, if you break it down, is big. So big ideas. There's layers to the name. She's not. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you for correcting us, James. So Bad Idea Generator. Congratulations. Another fantastic build. The title should be Good Idea Generator. Then Drummer. With their ideas, they should be to get some gigs as a DGM. 100%. Like, I think there's some brilliant ideas just in this Discord as a whole. I'm always just amazed by the stuff you're coming up with. Amazed at the builds you build with the classes culture. It's such a cool community. The artwork there is incredible. Honestly, just all fantastic people, and I just love the community that is there. It's a really wholesome community. Thank you for just being lovely people over on the Discord. Yes. Then Drummer says, "Hi, great minds think alike." Thank you very much. Okay, but I think with that, I guess that's the end of the stream. Thank you all so much for coming. If there's any last questions, we still have a few more minutes. We've got like three more minutes or something like that. If you've got any last questions, let me know. Otherwise, I suppose I'll pop off for the evening, rest up, drink some more honey and lemon, and yeah, hope you're all good. But if there's no more questions, I can pop away. Let me know. I'll hang around anyway. Oh, bye, Goblin. All right, I'm off. There's my cue. See you, Potatoes. See you, everybody. And yeah, thank you so much again for joining me today. And will I be doing this in 2 weeks' time? What's the date? I don't think I will be. Next week is the 4th. So after 11. No, I'll actually be in Ireland by then. So it'll be a little while before I do this again. It'll probably be when I'm back, but we will start this up again. It's nice to have started it. We'll come back strong next time. But yes, no more live streams for a little while. But I will be chatting to you all on Discord if you want to keep chatting, hanging out. See you, everybody. Goodbye, Den Drummer. Thank you very much. Have a lovely weekend, everyone. Goodbye, and good nights. Goblin's been banished. I am banished by my own kin. James Root, Butterworth, thank you very much. Rose, thank you very much. Hammock, see you later. See you later. And what's the Discord? Discord is in the description of this live stream. If you want to click the link to it, you can hop over, hang out with us. Loads of fun stuff being made there, mostly on skill trees and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'll see you over there maybe. All right.